If you're just joining, you're welcome. Started late today. If you're just joining, you're welcome. I'm going to drop the link now on the channel so that others can come in. All right. I just dropped the link now on the channel, so I'm going to drop it. Okay, I'll just leave it there. If you're just joining, you're welcome in. I am sorry I started late today. I almost didn't want to go live today, but I just wanted to keep up with consistency, and that's the sole reason why I'm here. That's the sole reason why I'm here. I'm coming. So I won't be staying long today, right? We're just gonna just go straight to the point. I answer a few questions and call it a day because I still have some things to do. I still have some things to do. I had to suspend it to go live. Okay. If this is your first time, you're welcome. Sodais, I can't pronounce that. All right, guys, let's give them 2 minutes. I just posted the link now on the channel, so we're gonna give them 2 minutes, 2 minute grace to come in. This is 7:06, so in 2 minutes time, that should be 7:08. I'm gonna give everyone 2 minutes grace to come in before we start. Okay. Thank you so much, Olopade. Olopade, thank you. Please, are you the one I used to chat with via Telegram? No, no, please, no. I'm not the one you chat with on Telegram. I have changed that. I think I made a mistake on my bio on Telegram. On my bio on my Telegram channel, right? I put the @ Gold Baron Forex. Just and I indicated it there. YouTube, IG, get me via this username. So I did not know that someone had outsmarted me to create a page using that username. I did not know. And I didn't know that. I had no idea. I didn't know that Telegram was going to, since there is an @ I didn't know it was good. Like it automatically becomes a link whereby if you click on it, anyone that has a username, it will take you directly to that person's page. I had no idea, right? I had no idea. So at the time when I used that @ there was no one using that name, right? At the time I created that channel, I put that Gold Baron for it. There was no one using that username. So the person joined my channel, took advantage of that, right? And then started scamming people. I don't take personal messages on Telegram. I used to before, but the messages flooded. It came so quick, like so much. The messages were so much. both positive and negative messages. So I had to turn it off because I don't ignore messages, right? So there's no way I would see a message and not want to open, and some messages are intentionally cruel. You get, so I decided to change my actual username on Telegram, right? So that no one can easily get me from my channel. If you want to write me, you just write me from Instagram. If you're writing me on Instagram, you would know that you're chatting with a legit person because the page there is over 11K. It's over 11K followers. Do you understand? My page on Instagram is over 11K. My page on TikTok is about 11K. Do you get? So that's why I encourage you write me, because I try to check for impersonators, like any fake pages, impersonating me on Instagram. I didn't find anyone. So, and even if they try to create one now, except they want to buy followers, even if they try to create one now, you will see the difference between the real page and the fake page, okay? So please write me on Instagram. If you want to reach me, kindly write me on Instagram. I used to say it every time I go live. Write me on Instagram if you need to reach me. And if you write me on Instagram, don't just say hello or hi. I may not reply. Because you have to. It's a business. It's, how do I put it? It's an official page. It's not a personal page where you can just write me hello, hi, and I reply. It's not a formal page. It's an official page. So if you're writing me, kindly go straight to the point on what you're writing me for. That way it's easy for me. It commands my response so quick. But if you say hello or hi, if I reply you hi, the next response I might get from you might not even be relevant. So that's why I don't bother to reply hello or hi messages. Just if you write me, just go straight to the point and tell me why you're writing. All right. So if you've been writing anyone supposing to be me on Telegram, I am not the one. Please, I'm not the one. I am begging you guys. I am not the one. I know I am begging because I do get messages on my IG telling me they've been scammed, and I'm like, how? If not for the lady who wrote me today to show me how, she just, because I was like, how. So she literally showed me how she got in contact with this person, acting like me. That was when I knew where the problem was, and I had to change it. So I changed if you go to my bio right now on Telegram, you would see that that's my channel bio. You would see that I have changed the at Gold Baron FX to the Instagram link. Very easy. You could just click on the link and it will bring you directly to my page on Instagram. All right, so you don't necessarily need to copy the username and search for me on Instagram. Just click the link on my Telegram bar and to bring you directly to my Instagram. So you could just write me from there. It's safer that way. Please, I don't want anyone to get scammed again. I feel so bad whenever people tell me they've been scammed. I feel so bad. And there's something else I'd like to clear. There are different types of investment when it comes to Forex. Guys, please don't fall for the wrong type of investment. Don't fall for the wrong type of investment. The only legit investment in Forex is you as the investor depositing money in your trading account and giving it to a trader to trade for you. That's the only legit what's it called? Investment when it comes to trading, Forex trading or crypto trading. That's the only legit investment. You as investor depositing money in your own trading account, then you give your trading logins, not your broker login. You will create an account with the broker, you will deposit money in your trading account, and then you are only to give the trading login to the trader. You're not giving your broker login to the trader, only the trading login, so as the trader can manage your account for you by trading your account. Then profits splits at the end of the day or week or month, depending on the agreement. All right. Not the fake and scam type of investments. The fake and scamming type of investment is when a scammer, because they are always impersonating someone, all right? When they write you, they tell you to give them the money to invest for you. That's give me, for instance, they'll tell you deposit. No, they don't say deposit. They say invest $200 to make $1,800. Now that's impossible because no one controls the market. So anybody that tells you if you invest so amount, by the end of the week, you'll be getting so in return. You'll be getting a higher amount in return. That person is lying to you. because no one controls the market. You cannot tell the next move of the market. Do you understand? Especially this one, Trump is in power. One moment you're thinking the market is going to go this way, the next moment is going the other way. So if you tell your investors by the end of the week, or by the end of the day, or by the end of the month, you're going to give them a higher amount of profit, anyone that tells you that is lying to you, just wants to lure you with that huge amount to invest. And once you send that money to them, you will never hear from them again. I have fallen for this kind of scam before when I started trading. So I would not advise anyone I know to do that. There is nothing like invest $200, invest $500, invest $100 to make $5,000 in 1 week. There is no such thing. It's not real. It's fake. It's scam. Please don't fall for it. Then you see invest $1,000 to make $10,000 every week. It's a scam. They raise the profits higher so that you'll be lured to invest. And once you send that money to them, they will not give you back. They will turn ghost mode. Please don't fall for this kind of scam. So these are the two types of investment that I know in Forex trading. So the second one I just finished explaining now is the scamming, is the one scammers use to, to take advantage of innocent traders, beginners traders. So the real and legit one, a real trader will never tell you to send money to them, except there is a certain trust. There's a good amount of trust to an extent where you can like, okay, take this money, trade for me. But it's very rare, okay? It's very rare. The safest and professional way is to, you as investor, create an account with a broker, deposit money yourself. It is only you that can fund and withdraw money there. Then you give a trader the trading account, your trading logins to trade for you. Now, giving a trader your trading logins trade for you does not make the trader have any access to your account, because it's the same name you use in depositing, that's the same name you use to withdraw. Okay, so that's safe. A person cannot take your account, your broker trading account or broker account, to try to withdraw into their own funds. It's not possible. It has to be your own name. All right, except no, let me not go there. But however, giving a trader your trading details to trade for you, to manage your account by trading for you, it's very safe than giving a supposed trader money to give you more money. Now, if you do that, they will keep asking you for more money. They will tell you to send more money for you to have access to your profits. They've done that to me before. When I started, I didn't know. All right. So don't fall for it, because you'll never have access to that money again. The moment you give them your money in the name of investment to give you back so amount, a higher amount in profits, they call it, this kind of investments, like, it's not real, please. It's not real. So let's continue. All right, so we're going to gold. This is gold. This is 1 hour on gold. Thank you for the info. I had fell into that. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. Olusegun, someone already fell. Oh shit, I'm so sorry about that. It hurts, trust me. Because what I lost was $1,900. That was what I lost when I fell for this in the beginning when I started trading, and it pained me. It pained me. Let me say this quickly. At first, I think what I transferred was $300 or thereabout. I think $300 or $400. So I was not so sure. I now told the person to refund me because it was seeming sketchy. I said, please refund the money. I want to go for a higher package. Just refund the money. Let me add more money and send. The person did it. So that was what made me trust. And now, after some days, and you know what? They'll be sending proof of withdrawals. They'll be sending proof of withdrawals. Don't fall for it. It's a scam. It's not real. It's all forged. So because I was still on that channel, I was seeing the daily withdrawals, screenshot of withdrawals. I had to send money. I sent money. And then, I think, yeah, the cashback was supposed to be $30,000 or be $20,000 thereabout. I waited. I did not see my money. I contacted them. They were giving me excuses. They said I should add money. That was when I knew this. I had to ask my crypto friends. Then I was still new to this. I said, what's this fee? They say this is that. Is there, even if I'm to pay a fee, is it supposed to be this amount? I said, no, that crypto does not charge so amount to, accept your profit. That was when I knew these people were scam. I told them to refund the money. They refused. The guy blocked me. I threatened to call them out. They blocked me all around. That was when I knew that any investment they tell you to deposit a certain amount, small amount, to make a higher profit at the end of the week is false. Even if it's at the end of the month, it's false. Don't believe it. Don't fall for it. But I had to try to message you via IG, but I couldn't. Why can't you message me on IG? If you can't message me on IG, please write me on TikTok. All right. If you can't reach me on IG, please kindly reach me on TikTok. I'm going to see it there as on the request message. Thank you for your time. Okay, I got that. Please, are you the... No, I'm not the one. My name is Sudais. Oh, Sudais. I say Sudais. Okay, guys, let's continue. Me too. I also felt for it, sis. I'm sorry about that. Coming from Ricky. $300 gone. Oh my God, these people are really taking advantage of innocent traders, beginners traders, and I feel so terrible. Honestly, I've also fell for it. I also fell for this scam when I was starting. I think I might just make a video. I think I might make a video and post to create an awareness of all these channels you get. So let's continue. This is 1 hour on gold. Let's go to 4 hours on gold. So this is 4 hours on gold. If you can't reach me on Instagram, please, for those of you just joining, I'm going to repeat this again. I don't take direct messages on Telegram. You would never guess my username right until I give it to you. It's intentional. So if you want to write me, please kindly write me on Instagram. If you can't write me on Instagram, write me on TikTok. I will get the message and I would reply. All right, guys. I don't know if you remember these zones we drew some time ago. I think that was 2 weeks ago. These zones. So they are still there. All right. So we're going to review last week's trade, and then we're going to analyze the gold market for this coming week to know what to expect. This live won't be long. I almost didn't want to go live, but I just had to keep up, for the sake of consistency. All right, so let's start this way. I'm going to delete this and this. This is last week's trade. This is 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, do you guys remember the reason for this move? This was Donald Trump speech that on Monday that caused the impact in that market, and then the market suddenly started consolidating because Iran denied Donald Trump's speech. They came out to deny his speech. So give me a moment. All right, so last week I decided to be extremely careful trading the market. Why? Because of the speech Donald Trump gave also on Monday, which I was also expecting, because like I told you guys, the market is a series of repeated patterns. All right, it's a series of repeated patterns. When I started trading, one of the mentors told me about these repeated patterns the market always print. So I thought to myself, oh my God, the market always prints a lot of candles. How am I going to know the particular patterns the market always prints? How will I? Because the secret is this: once you know the pattern the market always prints, once you know it, you will now start trading on that. That will be your edge. That will be your setup, your strategy, because you're trading a repeated pattern that you see the market always print out on a particular pair. So that is what a lot of successful and big traders are doing. They know, and it doesn't just, I didn't just know the pattern in one day. Like you need to do a consistent review of the market, a consistent backtesting. Don't say I backtested today, I don't want to backtest again. Don't say I backtested last week, I can't backtest again today. Don't. The market changes. The era of Joe Biden, how the market was moving at the time is not the same as how it's moving now. The era of Donald Trump first tenure, then before Joe Biden took over, how the market was moving then is not how the market is moving now. So even how the market is moving now like this is not the same way this market will be moving in few months to come, in next year. Do you understand? So you have to always backtest the market to know what works, to know what pattern, new pattern the market is printing, and so on. All right. The market changes its form, it changes its era, it changes era. Do you get? So I had to be extremely careful trading last week because when that was on Monday, from Monday when Donald Trump gave that speech on Monday. Do you understand? So to avoid losses, too much losses, as of 2 weeks ago, after his speech, I was extremely careful trading last week. And if you notice, look at the candle, more of weeks. Are you seeing the way this candle is forming? First of all, are you seeing the way this candle is forming? You see the strength of the candle, right? You see the strength of the candle. You see the strength of this candle. You see this. Are you seeing this too? This one. And then look at this. So now let's go to this. Remember I told you guys about the valid lower high. The valid lower high. This is 4-hour time frame on gold. For those of you just joining, you're welcome. We're currently reviewing gold market for last week and analyzing it for the coming week. All right. This is a new week already. Okay, so the market has been on a downtrend. The market has been on a downtrend. And then it started consolidating. Do you guys remember what I said as of last week Wednesday? As of last week Sunday? If you remember clearly, I told you guys three things, the three major things. Number one, if you see a market trending and then suddenly it stops trending, it starts moving in consolidation, it starts consolidating. Number one, it always signifies that there's about to be a change of trend. For those of you who have been consistent in joining my live, you remember I mentioned it, that whenever you see a trend happen and then the market stops creating a higher high or a lower high, lower low, and then it just starts, it's no longer creating those steps, it's now ranging. It's now ranging. That's to signify, that's to show you that or tell you in preparation that there's about to be a change of character. Chalk is about to take place by the opposition party is about to step into the market. So therefore, it will no longer move in the previous trend. It will now have a new change of trend. You understand? I'm actually speaking in a layman term, so you would understand. Okay, then the second major thing I also mentioned was this, whenever you see a W at the end of a trend, and then I said that sometimes gold doesn't respect it. I said, whenever you see a W at the end of a trend or an M pattern at the end of an uptrend. And I also went on to tell you that sometimes the M pattern may not be equal. It's valid when it breaks the neck. I'm only recapping, all right? I'm only recapping what I said previously. Sometimes it may not have an equal top or equal bottom, just like this. It did not have an equal bottom here. You see this? Market has been on a downtrend. You see, it didn't have an equal bottom. From here, are you seeing how the market moved? See, is there an equal bottom? No. Is this an equal top? No. So don't always expect the market to give you something like this. Don't always expect the market to give you something like this, like waiting for an exact W. You're not going to see it because most of the time this is what is going to print. All right, so you just have to spot it out. So like this now, are you seeing this? The market was on a downtrend and then it gave a W pattern, and I mentioned something. I said this W pattern would only be valid if the market should close above the neck. Now this is the neck, this one. This is not a lecture. I just need to say all these things so that when we start the analysis, you guys would understand. So see the neck here. Are you seeing this? This is the neck of the W. This is the first leg. This is the second leg. So, and I said that the market could also come up here to this spot, to this same length of the neck and retrace. And from here, it will just retrace down. From here, it will retrace down. I've seen moves like this. So I said, so to be on the safe side, you want to wait for the market to break above the neck, which the market did when, with this candle on the 31st. On the 31st of March, the market broke above the head, right? It broke above the neck. Let me delete this. I'm sure you can see the W, right? Okay. So the market broke above the neck. And what did I tell you guys? For those of you who joined my live stream the last time, I said if this W will be valid when the market breaks above the neck of the W. And when it breaks above the neck of the W, you want to wait for the market to come back to retest the neck of the W before entering a buy, right? Before entering a buy. And that was what literally happened. When the market broke above this W, the neck of the W, making this W a valid one, it now came back to retest it. Okay. So now a review of last week market. 2 weeks ago, the market ranged, right? And then last week it was on an uptrend. Now, if you remember, I spoke about this one not being the valid lower high, but this being a valid lower high. I hope you guys can see the screen. Let me enlarge it. Okay. So the market has been on a downtrend, yeah? Creating a lower low, lower high. Wait, I don't want to use my fingers to block it. So from here, creating a lower low, lower high. Lower low, lower high. Lower low is valid when it breaks the previous low, okay? Lower low, right? And then it couldn't create another lower high because this is not a valid lower high. All right, a valid lower high is when a lower low is being created. Is when a lower low is being created. So this is not a valid lower high, but you could just mark there to know when the market breaks it. So this is our valid lower high. This one here. This is our valid lower high because it gave us a valid lower low. All right, give us a valid because it's a downtrend. So what we're looking for more is the lower low. You're waiting for price to break below the lower low. Do you understand? You're waiting for price. It's a downtrend. So you're made if it's an uptrend, your main point to be higher high, which is this one. Higher high, which is this one. Higher high. Okay? Not the higher low. Because you're targeting when price breaks above the higher high, if it is an uptrend. So now since this is a downtrend, as long as there is no other low that broke below here, now where is the high that gave birth to this last low? This one. This is a high that gave birth to this last low. This is the last lower high that gave birth to this last lower low. However, making this place a legit lower high, a valid lower high. So what did I do? I'm going to delete this now, right? But take note of it. If I see this blue line here, let me change the color to something more visible. So this is our valid lower high. Okay, and I told you guys not to regard this one, but when not to regard the breakout of this one before you conclude that, oh, buyers are in the market, but rather wait for market to break above here. This is a valid lower high. When the market breaks above the lower high that gave it to the last lower low, that's when you know that there is a change of bias. Shock has happened, change of character. So if you go to the smaller time frame, let's say the 30-minute time frame, let's go to 30 minutes. I want to show you guys something there. Do you know what liquidity is? When you see an equal top, now an equal top is different from double top, okay? When you see an equal top like this, that's liquidity. There are different types of liquidity. This is just one of it. When you see an equal top like this, that is liquidity. What do you see here? An equal top. So what did the market do? Market, first of all, went to clear that liquidity, and then it came down. It came down to retest the neck of the W it created and started going back up. Do you understand? And see what it did here. It first came down, tested it, created a W, and then started moving. All right. So with the look of things, I think this coming week is going to be a very good week, right? All right. So when I just told you guys about this now. When you see an equal is different from double. All right. You see a double bottom, double top. That's the market trying to tell you that, oh, I'm about to reverse. But when you see an equal top or equal bottom, this is an equal top. Now let's talk about equal bottom like this. This is an equal bottom. That is liquidity. You want to wait for Sorry if it's not equal, but it's supposed to be equal. So it's different from this double bottom. Double bottom. Are you seeing this? Equal bottom, double bottom. These two are different. This is liquidity. This is not liquidity. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to delete this. So if this is 30-minute time frame. So I cited this double bottom, right? I cited this double bottom. Sorry, double top, and I knew this was the place the market was going to come up to sweep. As long as there is double bottom here, there's liquidity here. This is a liquidity, and it's also the last valid lower high. So let's now see what the market did last week, the week that just finished. Market broke above it. It broke above it, formed a W and dropped all the way down. It cleared the liquidity. Remember the orange line? It cleared the liquidity and it came down to the W. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. It came down to the neck of the W. I had already spotted that place. Besides, this was even an order block. All right. This was an order block which the market came up to test and drop. So that's already a zone. All right. I still left the rectangle box there because I know it was still valid. As long as price broke above this rectangle box, there is every tendency to come down to retest it, which it did. It did retest it, formed a W. What did I tell you guys about it? A double bottom. A double bottom, a W. It does not necessarily have to be an equal leg. Okay. It means it's just a confirmation that there's about to be a reversal. All right. Okay, so as it stands now, right, if you ask me what is the trend of the market, I will tell you it's a buy trend. Why? Because there is a breakout from the previous lower high. So now what will make this market become a sell trend? Let me tell you guys what will make this market become a sell trend. First of all, you want to start looking at break of structure here. Market came here, it reacted here, right? It went to the upside. So I'll still leave this zone here just in case market comes back to break it. All right. So this is where I know sellers are still in this market. But right now, I'm telling you it's an uptrend. Okay, it's an uptrend. This is only a pullback. Let's set our Fibonacci tool. This is only a pullback. This is 4 hour. I'm supposed to set this Fibonacci tool on the 1 hour time frame. This is, see this? So this is 50%, and 61%, right? These are Fibonacci tool. Market reacted on the 50 and 61%. It didn't break beyond 61%. It reacted there, gave a signal for a buy. All right. So meaning buyers are in this market. It's going to buy all the way up to this zone. So my prediction for this coming week is a buy trend. My prediction for this coming week is a buy trend. I'm not done. So I'm going to delete that Fibonacci tool. Let's go to 1 hour and to draw the Fibonacci tool. Okay, so this was the low that gave it to this high. Let's go. And draw a Fibonacci tool here. Form the W. This is 1 hour. It formed the W bit on the 61 and 50%, and then broke above the 50% line. It's now going up. So I'm going to show you guys where I'm likely going to take a buy trade here. I'm coming. So now let's go back to 4 hour time frame. Remember, before you start your trading for the day, please start looking at the higher time frame. The higher time frame gives you the structure of the market. If you can see and know the structure of the market, you know the trend to take. All right. The 1 hour is only to show you the current trend. What is the current trend? Is it currently selling as a pullback, or is it going up? Right. On an impulse move. Do you understand? So the market came to the W, to this zone, formed the W, and started going up. It stopped here because there was no market, there was no move on Friday because of Good Friday, and I'm thinking there might not be markets, like there might not be trades on Monday because of Easter. So I don't know if, let me check. Let's go to Forex Factory. Let's go to Forex Factory to see the news for, let's see the news for Monday. I I also mentioned that before you start trading for the day, please always find out if there is news for that day so that you will not be holding trade when news happen. If not, it will close your account. Even if you set SL, there might be a slippage. What does slippage mean? Slippage means market, the price did not respect your SL. Your broker didn't respond quickly when the price got to your SL. So it's like, let's say this is your SL. Let's say this is your SL. Price goes towards your SL, and instead of it to close you out on exactly on your SL, exactly on your SL, it goes beyond. So instead of you, let's say you plan to lose $20, but because of slippage, you end up losing $50. Okay, and that's always as a result of strong high impact news. So let's check together on Monday which news. Guys, when it's 5th, I told you guys there might not be market on Monday because of Easter Monday. Are you seeing this? So there's no trade on Monday. So we are not taking any, the market, nothing's going to happen in the market on Monday. New Zealand is having bank holiday, Australia bank holiday, China bank holiday, Switzerland bank holiday, Europe bank holiday, USD. These US people, don't they go on break? See, US, they don't have holiday. But I'm very sure nothing's going to happen in that market. See, ISM service PMI. So this is Monday, this one. From here, China, from China, Switzerland, Europe, England, bank holiday except US. So guys, don't even bother looking at the market on Monday. Say you're trying to catch a trade. Nothing's going to happen in the market. Even if there's a move, it's going to consolidate. So except you want to backtest the market on Monday. So you have enough time to backtest the market. And so this is what I was trying to show you guys. There's not going to be any move in the market on Monday because there was no news. There was nothing happening in the market on Friday, being Good Friday. So the Easter extends to Monday, Easter Monday. So there won't be any trade. So we had to confirm that using Forex Factory, and we see here that there are a lot of bank holidays. So market resumes on Tuesday. Now let's look at when CPI news. Let's look for CPI news. CPI news is on Thursday. CPI news is one major news in Forex trading, all right? Okay, the CPI news is on Friday, not Thursday. Call CPI MM. I'm coming. Okay, it's on Thursday, not Friday. This is a valid one. Core price index. This is a valid one. There's a CPI here. On Friday, there is one on Thursday. This is the one you should look out for. This one with the high impact news. Core price index MM. So yeah. By what time? By 1:30 p.m. By 1:30 p.m. So on Thursday, there's CPI news. You want to trade careful on Thursday, even on Tuesday. Because like I told you guys, from my observation, 2 days before news, the market always moves indecisively and very tricky. So now let's go to the gold chart now. Let's go back to the gold chart and look at it. Let's go back to 4 hour. So like I told you guys, like I said, this is a buy trend already. So this is 4 hour. For those of you that like to draw trend line, for those who like to draw trend line, I don't like to draw trend line though. So you might want to take note of this place the market reacted to and take trades when market gets there. All right, but I don't like to draw trend line. I don't trade trend line. I trade zones. Trend line is also a zone. It's also a zone. I trade FVG. I trade FVG order block. FVG order block. And support and resistance sometimes. So I'm going to delete this. Or maybe I might just leave it here. Just to see this. If I'm going to consider this valid, it's not valid yet. This, what I just drew now, is not valid yet. Until there is a third touch. All right? Until there's a third touch. Now look at, this was the start of this was the beginning of this up move. All right? So you want to mark your trend line from there to the upside. So the reason why this is not valid is because there's a deep breakthrough here. You can't, I'm coming. Let me delete this. Let me show you guys something. This is why whenever price does, in fact, this is the high that created, this is the high that broke above the previous lower high. So this one is more valid than this one. This one is more valid than that one. So you want to draw your market tool here. I'm still going to delete this so the chart will be clear and we'll continue what we're doing. Like delete it so I can keep explaining. So when you're, no, wait, not everyone can use this tool. So basically you can use, for those of you who know how to use this tool, you can go on ahead to use it, right? Or you can just use the normal trend line, which is this one. Just use the normal trend line, this one. So let's work with the normal trend line for now. I don't trade trend line and I don't even know why I'm talking about it right now. So this is 4 hour time frame, right? Let's go to 1 hour time frame to see how the market reacted on this line clearly. Okay, so this is going to be valid, right? This is right now, this is the second touch on this line. Okay, this is the first touch, this is second touch, right? You want to wait for a third touch. If only the market can respect this line again the third time and reverse, that's when you can target the fourth touch. A trend line is valid when there are 3 touches, okay? Just like a support level is valid very well, like very, very strong when there are up to 3 touches. So you just have to strike your buy or sell trade on the support, right? Okay, support is the one down. So you just have to strike your buy trade from the fourth touch. If it's resistance, valid when there are 3 touches, you strike your sell trade from the fourth touch. Strike your trade from the fourth touch. So this is gold 1 hour time frame. Please let's go back to 4 hour. We're not done yet there. We're not done yet there. Okay, so what happened here? Market cleared this liquidity here that was here. Okay, if you look at it from the 15-minute and 30-minute time frame, you'll see this is actually liquidity. Even looking at it here, it's actually liquidity. So market swept it with pullback. This is what we called a pullback, okay, or a retracement. Now an impulse move is about to happen. So like I said, as long as there's a breakout from this one, from this place, this zone here, this is a buy trend. So the only way we can say, oh, sellers are back in this market is when there start to be a break of structure to the downside. Now this low, when market breaks below this low, this particular low here, because as a matter of fact, this was the low that gave birth to this high. So if market comes down to break this low that gave birth to this high, that is when you can say sellers are in this market. All right, sellers have taken over, but right now we're looking for a buy trend. Let's look at daily candle. Let's look at daily candle. Let's see what the candle closed of us. Look how the oh, I'm even seeing the gap here. No, wait, this is not gold. Sorry. This is not gold. This is gold. Okay. Remember, there are still some zones up here that the market, some other blocks the market created. This is our major supply zone. This is daily candle. So this is our major supply zone, meaning anytime price comes back to this place, it's going to retrace, enter for a sell here. Do you understand? So, because it's coming up here to get more supplies to supply. All right. So Yeah, I already have that zone. This drawing your zones down keeps you ahead, steps ahead of the game. All right. So this is a valid resistance zone. If you go to a smaller time frame, you'll see it. I'm even saying the reason why this is daily time frame. I can't draw this candle as another block because it's very close to the major demand zone. You understand? So this one may not be respected, but the major demand, supply, not demand, but the major supply zone would be respected. So, but I had to draw the resistance there. So price will definitely react here. Okay, whenever price comes here, it's going to react here. The price there is, I'm coming for those of you. I would like it that whenever you guys join my live stream, right, for the every Sunday for review and analysis, you should be with your laptop. You should be with your system, your device, your laptop, so that you'll be seeing what I'm seeing too. All right. When I say this is the time frame we're looking at, you're also looking at that time frame on your system, and you'll be marking the zones I'm talking about too. All right. Okay. So this zone, the price is 5,002, around 5,002. All right. So the major demand zone, the price is around 5,500. 5,500. So this is daily time frame. There is another block here and a fair value gap also, another block here and a fair value gap also. The market has filled the fair value gap. Now we're expecting to get, with the moment the market gets to this zone, there will be a pull down. So this is daily time frame. What did the market close off as? Sellers brought the market down to the zone and buyers took over. Sellers brought the market back to the zone and buyers took it up before the end of the day, the end of Thursday. Do you understand? So what does this tell you? This tell you that buyers are in the market. Buyers are strong in the market. All right. So this is daily time frame. Let's look at weekly. The weekly time frame. Let's see what the candle closed. Guys, what did I tell you? I told you buyers are in this market. Look at how this candle formation is called abandoned baby. This candlesticks formation is called abandoned baby. Do you understand? So this is weekly time frame, which signifies that buyers are in this market. So my confirmation, I get a confirmation on weekly, daily, and even let's go to 4 hours to see what the candle closed of us. The weekly is telling me buyers are in the market. The daily is telling me buyers are in the market. The 4 hour from the Fibonacci tool tells me buyers are in the market. So when is the best time to trade, to take a buy trade? On Monday, there's going to be a lot of volatility on Tuesday because of the holiday on Monday. So you want to wait to see what the market does. All right. You want to wait to see what the market does on Tuesday first. Never be in a hurry to trade. You see this Forex thing? Forex has been in existence before you were born. All right. Forex has been in existence since 70s, if not 60s. Do you get? So never be in a hurry to trade, to make money. Don't. That's your number one step to losing money, to failing in the market. Always wait. So when I say wait on Tuesday, don't be in a hurry to trade. It's because there is no market on Monday. So when the market opens on Tuesday, there's going to be a lot of volatility. So you don't want to be in a hurry to trade. Now, when is my best time to take a shot on this trade? Like I said, I was being very careful trading last week because of the news that happened on Monday. So I was expecting the market to range, right? But of course, there's a break of structure as of last week. So what I'm looking out for is a break of structure to the upside, because this is now a buy trend. So remember what an uptrend. Remember what an uptrend is. Remember what an uptrend is. I'm coming. An uptrend is an impulse move, a retracement or a pullback, another impulse move, a retracement, another impulse move to the upside, a retracement. All right. So that's what an uptrend is. Okay. So price has already broken the previous lower high, right? So you'll be looking out for when price is going to break above here. But I'm not saying you have to wait until price breaks here before you take a trade. No, I'm only saying that look out for an uptrend. So it's like a staircase. So like I said, if it's an uptrend, you want to take note of. It's an uptrend. You want to take note of the higher high, not lower high. You want to take note higher high, like this is a higher high, this one too is a higher high, this one too is a higher high. The reason why I say take note of the higher high is because the market is breaking structure to the upside, breaking structure to the upside, not the downside. So this is your point of interest at the breakout or the retest of that previous high. Then if it's a downtrend, you should take note of, if it's a downtrend, you should take note of the lower high. Lower high, because market is breaking structure to the downside. So you want to take trades when the market breaks below the previous low. All right. Okay. So this is it. Fibonacci tool on 4 hour tells me it's buyers are in the market. Weekly tells me buyers are in the market. Daily tells me buyers are in the market. 4 hour tells me buyers are in the market. So guys, we're looking for more of buys this coming week. Okay, we're looking for more of buys this coming week. So when market gets, now look at what happened here. Why do I have this zone? There is an order block here. There is an order block here. All right. There are a lot of orders here, this place. So when market, if market should break above this coming week, if market should keep buying, it's going to react when it gets here. It's going to react when it gets to this zone. So what's the price of this zone? The price of this zone is 4,008. Yeah, basically 4,008. 4,008. You want to mark there. This is 4 hour time frame. So if you look at your device, you on the 4 hour time frame, you'll see this too. So you mark that as your zone. Look up a bit, you'll see another one, another block and a fair value gap. You mark that too as your zone. Then you wait for price to get there, react, then you take a trade, whether a buy or sell. Like when price got here, I had a zone here. Okay, I had a zone here. Now let's see the reason why I had this zone. Let's go to 1 hour. Let's see the reason I had this zone. Price didn't respect it because of that liquidity up there. But let's see what happened there. It actually reacted there though. So the reason I had that zone is this. This was the reason I drew this zone here, this particular one. Are you seeing this? This is 1 hour. An order block, a smart money took over from here. They took over. Whenever I see big candles like this and then gaps in between the candle, just know smart money in the market. So smart money took over this market. So I marked out this place as an order block, my order block, right? And then this, let's see, take note of this box, this small square box. Let's see what happened. When market got there, markets reacted a little bit, and then it broke out. It broke out with this candle, this green power candle here. And then it broke out to clear the previous liquidity that was just there. So it did not respect the zone because of the liquidity that was already there, which was close to it. This is 1 hour time frame. You see this liquidity here. So it did not respect this order block here because of this liquidity that is close to it. So it had to go up to clear the liquidity. That's why I have two boxes here. This is the first one and this is the second one. So after the market cleared the liquidity, it started dropping, making this place, this is 1 hour, making this place a new order block. Smart money took over from here. So this place is very important. Markets will definitely react here, even if it wants to keep going to the upside. Look at the price. Are you seeing the price? See the price. Hope you can see the price. All right. Now, just like what happened here, as long as it's an uptrend, I'm not expecting it to really respect there. So just like what happened here, are you seeing what happened here? I'm going to expand this. Are you seeing what happened here? Take note of this. Now let me reduce it. Take note of this box. So market still broke above it and then came back down. So now, because of that liquidity, so there is a zone here. There is a strong one up here, an order block here. There is an order block here. So market might decide to fast sheet this one because there is one close above. Test it and retrace, or even broke above the two. But one thing I know is the market is going to go up to fill up all these gaps it created. The market is going to go up to fill up all this gap it created. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be next week. Sorry, this week we're about to enter, or next week. Slow and steady. All you need to do is, first of all, know the structure of the market from the higher time frame. All right, know the structure of the market from the 4 hour time frame if you're a day trader. buy buy uptrend, uptrend, buy trade, buyers are in the market. Okay, what again? Then this is 4 hour. It showed me now that buyers are in the market. So you want to go to 1 hour. 1 hour tells you the current trend of the market. Current trend of the market. Now the market is likely to do two things. Number one, from where it is, come down to this same zone. All right, come down to the same zone and go back up to this place. Or from here, go up to test this previous low here, this liquidity, test there, come back down to the same place, and then strike up here. But anything that makes this market from here break this zone here, look for more of sales. It will first of all come back up to retest that zone, this zone it broke out from, then it shoots. You see what happened here? W formed here. So when market gets to a zone, two things always happen. It's not all the time a W will form. You know, in my first mentorship, one of the mentors there said, when price gets to a zone, market will always form either an M pattern or a W pattern, which shows a confirmation that you should enter for a buy or a sell, depending on the trend of the market. But then over time, while trading gold, I realized that it's not all the time gold prints this double bottom or double top. It's not all the time. It's not all the time. Sometimes you just touch it like this. You see, as it touch it like this, as it comes to this zone here, from this candle, it will just be going like that. It just go like that. Just go like that. It doesn't come back to form another leg or a double bottom. So lately, I've seen two double bottoms now. Let me delete this first. I see the market reacting, giving us two double bottom on the 1 hour time frame, and even on the, let's see, 4 hours. Let's confirm that first. Let me not assume. Okay, you see what I'm talking about. On the 4 hour time frame, it doesn't show a W, okay? But on the 1 hour time frame, it shows a W on a zone, which means buyers are in this market. The trend is about to go back up. An impulse move is about to happen. So Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, can you hear?
Can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
can you hear? Can you hear me?
Okay.
No. Can you
It's
hear me?
the alarm.
Can you hear me? Okay. It's the alarm.
Whoa, all along I've been talking to myself. I'm so sorry.
The alarm.
Oh my
Whoa, all along I've
god.
been talking to myself. I'm so sorry.
Shit. I am so sorry.
Oh my god. All along I've been talking to myself. I'm so sorry.
Guys, it's that alarm, okay? It's the alarm. So where did you guys stop? For those of you who have been following, where did you stop? Let me continue from there. Just tell me the last thing you heard before the sound went off. I'm in the comment section now. Just tell me the last thing you heard before the sound went off. Yeah, it's. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me clearly now? Can you hear me clearly now? For those of you who have been following me, for those of you who have been watching from the, who has been consistent in watching, just tell me the last thing you heard. Let me continue from there. Just tell me the last thing you heard. Let me continue from there. The W pattern, right? The order block. You were talking about the order block when you were speaking about the possibility of a retracement before a buy. Okay. It was when you, into 15-minute explanation, order block echo from the last 3 minutes, explaining the reasons for double bottom order block. Okay, sorry about the no sound. It's, how's it called? It's the alarm, right? I didn't know it interfered with the sound. Okay, so let's continue. I was talking about this. Okay, I think this is where I was. This is where I was. Can you show your performance historic? How do you mean by my performance historic? Join my community, you see there. Order block, double bottom, 2 minutes. What the market. Yeah, okay. So let's continue from there. So I was saying that I won't be surprised if the market should open from here and come down to feel this place here, feel this gap here. Do you understand? So, and then I talked about price reacting on this blue line I drew, reacting here back to the upside, okay? And then I also say that price might also dip down to touch this zone, just to touch this zone, okay? Just to touch this zone before going up. Now, this is no mentorship. This is not a mentorship live stream. I just need to explain to you guys while we are analyzing the market. There is more I can explain. There's more I'm going to tell you if it's a mentorship class. If it's a mentorship class, of which I don't offer whenever I want to say I don't offer mentorship, the first thing that will come to my mind was what I said some days ago, that I'm going to consider uh throwing a shot, like opening a general mentorship, like, instead of one-on-one, just open for those who can afford, you understand, for people who really want to learn. I'll think about it. Maybe the next time I go live. If you guys pray, I might just, if God touches my heart, I might just think about it, open a general mentorship. Because right now, the only thing I offer is VIP mentorship. VIP mentorship. So let's continue. Okay. Okay, let me throw this question before I proceed. Would you guys want me to open a general mentorship? Would you guys want me to open a general mentorship? If yes, just comment yes. I'm in the comment section. If yes, just comment yes. The VIP mentorship is $1,500. But there is no price for a general mentorship because I don't take general mentorship. I see a lot of yes. Someone says, why not? I'll think about it. I'll give you my response next week, Sunday. I'll think about it. I'll give you guys my response next week, Sunday, if I want to open through a general mentorship. So, okay, let's continue. So back to what I was saying. I said, I won't be surprised if the market from here, right, should come back to this place to test it first before going up. Why? Because there is a gap here, all right? There is a fair value gap here. So I had to draw the order block, the candle that formed before the pull, the big pull, all right? So now, you want to wait for the market to come all the way down to react here before it pushes up. You don't want to be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to enter buy. Listen, guys, you need to have your setup. There was something I was even saying. Oh, let me think. I'm coming. Let me try to remember. There was something I was saying before I realized there was no sound. There's something I was trying to say, like more like a trading tip. Okay, let me just keep talking. Maybe while I'm talking, guys, I believe you can hear me now. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Okay, okay. So let's continue. Okay, maybe while I'm talking, I might remember what I was trying to say. It was more like a trading tip, right? I was just trying to share a trading tip with you guys. Oh, okay. All right, so guys, are you saying this? If it's other currency pairs or more, it's a short entry. Short entry. All right. The sound is back up. The sound is back up. Sorry, I had a call. I forgot to put this phone on flight mode. I wasn't expecting a call. I don't usually get a call because I don't go out. I'm always indoor on my charts, studying, reviewing, backtesting, analyzing. Okay, so let's continue. I'm really sorry for the break, guys. I'm sorry for the break, but let's continue. For those of you who are here, let's keep learning. All right, so this is it. Oh, just when I remember that tip I was gonna share, I just forgot again. That's the thing. I remembered, and then a call came in, and I suddenly forgot. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Let's go back to four. Let's go back to 4 hours. So guys, remember, if you've been joining my live stream, you remember I talked about marking your supply and demand zone on the 4 hour time frame and marking your support and resistance on the 1 hour time frame. So the 4 hour time frame gives you an overview of the market, the structure of the market, who owns the market. Is it buyers uptrend or sellers downtrend, or the market is moving in a range? That's what the 4 hour does. Then on the 1 hour, you go to the 1 hour to on the 1 hour is where you mark your support and resistance. Let me read this comment. This person said, I started trading gold with $100 and now I'm at 320 in 3 weeks. Is it okay? Paul from Zambia. Okay, except you are taking signal from someone. But if you're not, you're enjoying beginner's luck. You're enjoying beginner's luck. And you have to be careful. You have to be careful. Guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? All right. Okay, so let's continue. So I'm going to leave this orange line here because I'm expecting a breakout. All right. I'm expecting a breakout, but as it stands now, I'm just going to delete this first box here. I'm going to delete this first box. I'm going to work with this and the orange line. So I have this zone here. As you can see on the 4 hour time frame, it's just a week. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, it's showing a clear order block. It's showing a clear order block on the 1 hour time frame. All right, let's go to 30-minute time frame. On the 30-minute time frame, it's showing a clear order block. You see this? This is a fair value gap. Let's go to 15-minute time frame. Everything aligns. Everything aligns. So look at 15-minute time frame. All right. Market got up here. Market got up here, retraced from here. Market got up here, retraced. Sorry guys, the next time I go live again on this phone, I'm going to have to put this phone on flight mode. I'm going to have to flight this phone. So let's continue. Market got, let's first of all, see, this is a very valid zone. You see how market has been reacting? See how market has been reacting on the zone, but it never actually respected it. See again, market came back down, reacted on the zone. Market came again, reacted on the zone. So what do you want to do? What are you looking out for? Only take a buy trade when market breaks above the high. When there is a break of structure here. Let's draw this together. Let us draw this together. I'm going to draw this here. You see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing? I just drew a line here. See this, guys? First touch, second touch. It's not valid. So you want to wait. It's not valid, but that's to tell you that this place is, oh, don't misunderstand. The reason why I say it's not valid is because it's not really like a major support or major demand. So or major resistance zone. It's not a major support or major resistance zone, okay? But it is an important place to take note of, an important zone. Even though I say it's not valid, it's an important zone to take note of because there are two touches here. Why did the market get up here and react? Why did it come back again and react here? So what you want to do, you don't want to take a buy trade from here when the market opens. No. Because like I said, most likely the market will come down to fill this gap. Come back down to fill this gap before going all the way. Or maybe form another W here before going all the way up. So you want to take a buy trade when you see a W pattern form here. But there is no guarantee the market. It depends on the time frame you're watching it. Depends on the time frame you're watching it. Depends on the time frame you're watching it. Okay. So it's either I am going to target my buy trade from here. Like I said, don't always wait for the market to give you a W. I'm even surprised gold is printing a double bottom. Usually it doesn't print a double bottom. It just goes straight. Do you understand? It just like moves. It just shows a candlestick formation and then shoots, okay? So you want to wait for either a W or a candlestick formation, all right? So that's when price gets here. Don't enter for a buy trade just because price gets here. Please wait for a confirmation before you enter a buy trade. So now, two places I'm going to enter a buy trade. Here, when price comes back here to fill this gap, right? When price comes back here to fill this gap. Also, or when price breaks above this important zone where price reacted. Are you seeing this? Let me increase it. Sure, you see this place? You see this place? This is a very, very important zone to take note of because price reacted on it twice. So when the moment, even if the market chooses to go up, right? We can't predict this market. All right? We only trade what we see. So even if the market does not come back down to fill this gap, it decides to go up. I'm going to take a buy trade when the market breaks above this line. What's the line? 4,699. 4,699. That's the line. That's the price. That's where the price. That's where the line of the price where the line is. So if when the market breaks above 4,699, let's say approximately 47, approximately 47, you strike your buy. Strike your buy there. Let me show you. This place, if market should, break out from here, wait for a retest. Because it will definitely retest. It will definitely retest because there was 2 times reaction on this same line, this same spot. There was 2 times reaction. So it will retest, and then go to the upside. Might come back down again to retest here, or even come deeper to retest again. Then go back up. Do you understand? Or the market will do this instead. The market might do this instead. From here, break to the upside. Remember this orange line. This is the previous lower high. React from there. Come back down again. to respect this place it broke out from, and then go back up to break and continue the buy trend. Go back up to break and continue the buy trend. So what you want to wait? What do you want to wait for? You want to wait for a breakout. Even if you miss the breakout entry on this trade, wait for a retest. Wait for a retest here, this place, 4699 or 47. Wait for a retest here, or take a retracement. Market is going to retrace when it gets here. But even if you're taking a retracement here, scalp it. All right. Gold respects zones a lot, so you can scalp it. But this one is no guarantee, because market might disgrace it the way it disgrace it here. So just leave the retracement here. Buy entry setup. When market comes back down here to fill this gap, please take note. When this is 15-minute time frame, when gold comes back here to fill this gap, buy entry setup 1, or when gold breaks above here. When gold breaks above here, buy entry setup 2. Anyone strike you in your buy, then you hold the trade to the next zone. Because if it breaks above here, anything that makes it breaks out of here, this is where it's coming up to. This is where it's coming up to. So even if you're to enter a trade from here, you set your position somewhere here. You target here. That's like 700 pips. 1:4. 700 pips, 1:4. So we did a review. We've just done a review. Volume will play a big part. I don't really trade volume. What broker do I prefer? I don't trade volume. I trade what I see in the market. I trade FVG. I've seen the market give a volume but did the opposite. So I don't really know too much about trading volume or in indicators. These are simple tactics you can expect the market to do. Number one, there's a fair value gap here. You want to wait for the market to come down, feel it, give a signal for a continuation, give a signal for a reversal. You enter for the buy. Or you want to wait for the market to break above here, where it reacted twice, could not break above. You wait for the market to finally break above, you enter for a buy. If you miss the buy, you wait for the market to retrace back to the place it broke out from, because there was a reaction here. So definitely market will come down to retest it and keep going. So the fact that the market is clear, because as of last week, right? As of I think last week and 2 weeks ago. Okay, hold on. Yeah, 2 weeks ago and last week, the market wasn't so clear enough like it is right now. So for the market to be clear, right, for us to do this analysis, because 2 weeks ago and last week, we're more of it could go up, it could come down. But from this week, from last week trade, right, that just finished, we've done a review and we've done analysis, and everything shows buyers are in this market. So that's to tell you that the market is going to be good this week. The market is going to be good this week. I just pray there be no war again. I pray there be peace restored between US and Iran. I pray there be peace restored between US and Iran. I pray that Donald Trump does not come up suddenly again with sudden speech that will shake the market and make Iran come out to deny the speech, deny his speech. Because if they come out to deny his speech, that's another uncertainty in the market. So I'm very sure even they themselves are tired of the war. And hopefully by this week, the war should come to an end. So I'll be in the comment section now. I'm giving just 7 minutes for questions. 7 minutes for question. The time is 8:23. So meaning by 8:30, I should be done answering all the questions and I should be done. So a recap of the analysis. Buyers are in this market. It's a buy trend. I already told you guys who I'm looking out to buy the trade. So 7 minutes for questions. 7 minutes for questions. What sessions do I trade? New York. Broker. The broker I use may not work in your country. I use XNES and XM. So currently, what trend are we looking at? Buy trend. Is this SMC strategy? Yes, it is. What is the buy entry price of one? Buy entry price of one, the first buy entry price is 46. 46. That's the first buy entry price. Around 4607. This is 15 minutes, around 4607. That's the buy entry price of one, the first buy entry price. But if market doesn't come down here, look for buy entry price around here. When the market breaks that zone. Are you going to open general mentorship? I'll think about it deeply. I'll think about it deeply this week. I've never always been serious about it. So because I got a lot of years in the comment section, I'll think about a group mentorship. I'll think about a group mentorship. I'll think about it seriously this week. Then by Sunday, this coming Sunday, I'll come up with a decision. When do you go live? I go live on Sundays. Sundays is when we review the last week trade and analyze the market for the coming week. And then I go live again on Tuesday. We trade gold live on Tuesday. What's your bias tomorrow? Tomorrow, there's no market tomorrow. Because of Easter Monday, there's no market tomorrow. What do you like to see in your A+ setup? Breakout and candlestick formations. Zones. My A+ said when market gets to a valid zones, and I wait for a confirmation to enter. That's my A setup. I'm on a sell since Friday using M. Is this not the same person who told me she was on a sell the other week? I'm on a sell since Friday using M15 time frame. Well, like I said, the market from here might sell down to close this gap before going all the way up. So I hope you set your SL. I hope you set your SL. Set your SL because there might be a spike on Tuesday or Monday. Okay. Do I need a funded account if I can't raise $1,000? You don't need a funded account. I personally don't advise anyone to buy Profim account. I already mentioned the broker. Only looking for buys. Under what circumstances will you be looking at sales? Under what circumstances will I be looking at sales? When price breaks below the zone. I think I've said this like 3 or 4 times now. When price breaks below the zone, it will come back to retest it. Then you strike your sell from here. So this is the circumstance that must happen for me to look for sales. This. Which currency is on the screen now? It's gold. When do you always go live? I may already said it. You said you trade FVG. So how do you know valid FVG? Okay. I said I trade FVG and order block. The two together, FVG and order block. Okay. Funny enough, like now, this is an FVG. This is an FVG. You see this gap here? Some pairs and some traders, they'll strike their buy. Let's say they'll strike their buy at the middle of this candle. Let's say 50% of this candle. But I trade order block FVG, meaning once I see an FVG like this, I look out for the order block. Because gold always comes way down to the order block to test it. Order block FVG. FVG is valid when there's an order block for me. All right. Or an order block is valid when there is an FVG. An order block is valid when there is an FVG. So I trade FVG order block. Do you understand? Meaning, as I see this gap here, that's an FVG. Good. That's a very good one. So I look out for the candle that formed before the spike. I mark there. That's an order block. I wait for price to come down, of which price always comes to test that place. Not just on gold, on Euro USD too. I've seen it happen a lot of time on Euro USD. And also, which other pair? I was backtesting yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday, right? Okay, yeah, I backtested yesterday and on Friday. There's this pair that respects order block a lot. Give me a moment. Let me check. I think... Never mind. I don't want to mention it. Let's stop here. I don't want to mention it. Don't worry. It's not important. You said you trade, okay. Only looking for sales. Okay, I've already answered that. What's 2 minutes to go and I'm done? What's your recommended? I don't recommend Profim. I don't trust any one of them. Only look for... what is this person? What? Okay, Mubanga. Why do you keep repeating the same question? I've already answered that. What are your confirmation for entry? My confirmation for entry is candlesticks formation. All right, personally, candlestick formation gives me my confirmation for entry. If I don't see a familiar candlestick formation, I won't enter that trade, and the trade might end up going good, very well. And you will see it, you'll be like, why didn't Spice Me FX call this trade? Why didn't Gold Baron call this trade? It's because I didn't see a confirmation that it was going to buy. And I don't just enter trade because I want to. I don't guess trade. I only enter trade on confirmation. I need to, like, if there's no confirmation, I won't enter. Do you understand? So sometimes if you see a move happen and I didn't enter that trade, it's either, most of the time, I didn't see a confirmation from the foundation. Do you understand? Or maybe I was distracted. Or with distraction, if you're a trader, avoid distraction at all costs. Avoid distractions at all costs. There was a time I was waiting for a move to happen. Hey, I was waiting for a move to happen. And I think I grew impatient. I was now trading, and I said, let me hold on, because I'm being trapped in liquidity. Let me wait. And then I had another loss again, sitting in that same spot, because I kept seeing formations. Like, I don't say, okay, I'm not going to, like, for instance, here, around here. So when liquidity starts, you will not know until after a couple of candles. That's when you know this is liquidity and you're being trapped. So I had some losses. I had to leave the market after the last loss. And then I marked the high of that place. I said, okay, if market should break above here, I'm going to enter that trade. I waited. It did not seem like I was going to break it. The moment I stood up to go and buy that badge, Twitter badge. Abi, is it buy or subscribe the Twitter badge? The moment I stood up, I don't say a few seconds. I said this, the moment I got up from my seat, waiting for that move to happen, that was when the move happened. So when it comes to trading, you need absolute focus. Put away distractions. If not, you miss move. I already answered that. Candlestick formation and my confirmation entry. Sometimes I also look out for valid W, a valid double bottom. Okay? Like this now. When did this happen? Let me look at session. Okay, this happened in New York. This happened in New York. It's all right. Okay, what amount can one use to buy gold and hold for long term? Except you're a swing trader. Don't try to hold, whether it's gold or any pair. Don't try to buy any pair, any trade, enter any trade and hold for long. That was the mistake I made when I started trading. I used to look, after I saw a South African guy make $4 million in one day. It messed with my psychology. I did not know after many months. After so many months, I did not know. I now realized it after so many months that my psychology was affected. Now, when it got affected, what was it making me do? It was making me enter trade and hold for long. I'll see profit, I'll keep holding. Instead of me to exit, I'll see profit, I'll keep holding because I want it to go long. I'm expecting it to go long. Meanwhile, I'm entering a long trade where I am not supposed to enter. I'm expecting price to keep going up and I'm entering in the wrong place. So, except you're a swing trader, but if you're a beginner, don't look out to hold long trade. Please don't. Whenever you enter a trade in a zone, target the next zone as your take profit. What time do I go live on Sunday? 6 p.m. GMT +1. 6 p.m. Nigerian time, UK time. 6 p.m. UK time, Nigerian time. I already answered what session I trade. I'm not a scalper, I'm a intraday trader. I'm a day trader in short. Intraday, day trader. However, intraday trader, I'm a day trader. That's it, day trader. I'm not a scalper. But I know how to scalp. I know where price on gold would likely get to before it retraces. But it's very risky. I don't try to scalp. If you scalp all the time, to mess with your psychology. I just stick to being a day trader. We just wait for solid setup. Good evening, please. Which strategy do you use, please? There are a lot of factors I look out for before I enter my trade. There are some confluences I look out for before I enter my trade. Okay. What's the best strategy to raise a $10 account to 100 in 2 days? God, who is this person? TJK. Oh my God. There's no strategy that is the best strategy. I think I was trying to, I think I remember what I was trying to say. I remember the tip I was trying to give. Yeah, I just remembered. I was trying to say that the moment you accept, like the moment I accepted that there's no strategy, was it? Oh, was it? The moment I accepted that there's no strategy that is 100% accurate, that was when I started being profitable. Because when I was refusing to accept that there is no strategy that is 100% accurate, it made me jump from one pair to one strategy to another. If I discover a strategy today and I backtest it and I saw that some days it played out, some days it not play out, it made me give up. I'll just leave that strategy. I'll now go and find that one. Even when I found one that was working, the day it disappoints, I'll leave it. I'll now be looking for another strategy. So too, if you're a trader, right, a serious trader, stick to one strategy. Have a strategy that works on your pair. Okay? Understand and accept and embrace the fact that there is no strategy that is 100% accurate. All right? So let's continue. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, I'm done. 5 more minutes. There's no best strategy to raise $10 to $100 in 2 days, except you're scalping gold. What time frame are you in? I'm currently on 15 minutes. Are you against? Yes, I'm against prop firms. 4-hour time frame, you go to 1 hour time frame. Then after 1 hour, which one go for enter? 15 minutes for entry or 5 minutes for entry. Mention the pair now. Which pair? Okay. Oh, the pair. Oh, no, I won't mention it. What time on Sundays? Oh, there are too many questions here. There is strategy 95% accurate. Go search. Dynamic operandi. Yeah, that's the South African guy I was talking about. Listen, I said there is no strategy that is 100% accurate. No strategy that is 100% accurate. Meaning there can be there's a 15, meaning there is an 80% correct strategy. There is a 90% accurate strategy. There is a 95% accurate strategy. There might also even be a 97% accurate strategy. But when you talk of 100% correct strategy, like it works 100% of the time, there is none that exists. None. That simply means there are times that guy you mentioned, who is this person? Obi 937. I don't want to call the trader's name, all right? There are times that trader, I literally paid for VIP. I paid for his VIP for someone, the person who taught me how to trade briefly, the surface learning. I paid for the South African trader's VIP, the one you mentioned in my comments. I paid for his VIP for this person to join. Do you understand? And there were times that his trade went amiss. People were cursing him. I'm talking to you, Obi 937. Obi 937. There are times that he called a setup and it went against. It didn't play out. People cursed him. They said he ruined. They have lost a lot of money because of him. They blew account because of him. That period, he took a break now. I think people now got angry and brought down his account. They reported his account, they brought it down. He was using his backup before they finally restored his main account. Do you understand? So there is no strategy that is 100% accurate. That's the trade I was talking about that I saw made $4 million in 1 day. Do you understand? And you can't do this thing. He held the trade for the whole day. So that if affected by psychology in a way that I was anytime I enter a trade, I want to be holding it. And then the market will go my way, come back and kick me out. I was wondering why. I so badly wanted to break record because of that guy. Because of what I saw that guy do. So when I finally realized what the problem was, I now decided not to look at any trader. Focus on myself. Focus on what I know. So focus on what you know. If you have a strategy that works, focus on that. Trade only that. Because if you're looking at other traders' lifestyle, other traders' profit, you will feel you're not good enough. But funny enough, your strategy might even be more better than that trader's own. But you're too scared. Not so much. You don't have so much confidence to enter that trade. Do you understand? So I stopped following him. Not that he's a bad trader, but I stopped looking at him I stopped looking at his following his page because I wanted to focus on my own growth. Do you get? So that person in question, right? So if you say his strategy is 95%, I'm not going to doubt that. But where I'm going to argue with you or doubt you is when you tell me his strategy is 100% accurate. No, it's not. He does not. There's no strategy that is 100% accurate. There is none. There is none. Someone says, look at me, Melody. Okay, the only certain strategy is consistency and Omale, how you doing? Omale, it looks like you joined late, Omale. The only certain strategy is consistency and mental clarity. Okay? That's your real edge. If you have consistency, you trade one particular thing over and over. That's why you see all these top traders. They will tell you trading is all about trading the same pattern. It's boring some days, it's boring sometimes, but trade the same pattern. Trade this, you're trading the same thing over and over again. Do you know what it means for them to finally find what works, what plays out often? Experience. You need a long time in the market. This long time in the market, consistency is what builds your experience. You don't just show up whenever you want to trade. You come back even after trading hours to analyze the market, backtest the market, review the market, journal your trades. You will see things you never saw before. Okay? Thank you. I was waiting for my answer. Thank you. Okay, answer. Okay. How long did it take you to be profitable? Okay. Okay. There are a lot of questions I had to skip to that obese own. Please, one example for candlestick formation. Okay, there is an app called Candlesticks. All right. That was my first learning tool when I started trading. My first learning tool was that app. And that was what made me become very, very conversant in candlesticks. That was what made me very knowledgeable in candlesticks. So just download that candlesticks app and learn, study those candlesticks. You will see candlestick for reversal. You will see candlestick for confirmation and all of that. I spent so much time studying candlesticks on that app than studying chart patterns. That's why I am more flexible. I'm more knowledgeable on candlesticks than chart patterns. On chart patterns, I will have to go to check the browser to see the different chart patterns to know which one the market is printing, to know the name. What is order block? Oh, you have a long way to go. I'm going to make a video explaining what an order block is. All right, that's coming from Moses. I'm going to make a video to explain what order block is. Is it safe that the retracement will sweep internal sell liquidity and sell and respect the order block? Yes, it's possible. It's possible. What time on Sundays? I already mentioned. Okay, 4 hours. Okay, I think I've answered all these questions. Someone says, okay, tell us the best strategy you use right now. No beginner just wants for airlight. Okay, no, like I said earlier, there are confluences I look out for in a trade before I take that trade. I look out for certain confluences. 3 has to match or 4 has to match before I take a buy. Today I could trade support and resistance. Tomorrow I could trade supply and demand. But most of the times I could trade fair value gap and order block. Do you understand? So it depends. They are I don't know how to explain this. They are confluences I look out for in a trade before I can take that trade. Meaning 3 things has to align before I take a trade. What's the name of the app? It's called Candlestick. Leonard, you came late today. We know Kelvin Talent, but we don't know your name. Who is this person? Okay. When it looks obvious going up, look for sales, and same with buys. Thanks for today. You're welcome. That's coming from Rungo. How long did it take you to make money? I have to start calculating that, of which I don't want to do that now. Your voice trust is good for teaching. I think so, actually. There is no best strategy. Let me quickly explain this to you guys. You see strategy that works on this pair, gold. It may not be the same strategy that works on currency pair. What you see on currency pair may not be the same thing that plays out on gold. But yes, support and resistance can be respected. Supply and demand can be respected. There are some pairs that don't respect fair value gap. Even BTC most times does not respect fair value gap. It will just break it. But Euro USD respects fair value gap. Gold respects FVG. So listen, please. Pick a pair or two. Study it. Know what works there. Anybody that tells you, oh, my strategy works on all pair, okay, they should show you their profits on each pair, but I'm not in support of telling someone, show me your profit before I can validate you. No, because personally, I don't post my profit on my page. Only if I want to. I don't post profit because I see that as a way of validating myself that I'm a good trader. I don't need to validate myself to public that I'm a good trader. My community knows. My trading community knows. I myself, I know. I could show you videos here of this thing. I could show you my gallery. I don't come to post it. If I want to be posting profit all the time, my page is basically for educational purpose, okay? Not just like when I say educational, but I mean helping you navigate your discipline and psychology, because these were the things I suffered when I started trading. You see, psychology, discipline, I suffered these two things critically, and patience too, before I finally ironed the habits. So that's why I decided to create the page that you see now with 11.7k followers, Gold Baron Forex. I created that page for the purpose of helping traders know how to trade swiftly, smoothly, smartly, and help you heal psychologically, help you follow discipline, and help you understand how to be patient. So I see people come to my comment section telling me, post your profit. What's your profitable history? I am not selling course, first of all. I've never bought any Forex course. So I can't start selling course. I will never sell a course. All right. So another reason I created that page is also to share my trades. For those who are interested to take my trades, I'll drop the signal and you take it and you make money and we are happy. Do you understand? So don't tell me to be posting. I don't want to feel, there's something about me. I don't like to do what the crowd does. I don't like to do what the crowd does. I like to do something different away from the crowd. So if you're expecting me to always come and post profit, I won't do that. But I could do it once in a while. But doing it frequently, I'm not going to do that. When I was doing it, then it made me feel, I felt less of myself. I felt like I need to be doing this to show people to lure people to me, to show people I'm good, to validate, even you don't understand, it's not something I really enjoy doing. But let me tell you guys something. Take note of what I'm about to say. There will come a time that I'll be so intentional about posting profits. And if I start doing it, like I said, very intentional, it's going to be temporary, but it's going to be for a purpose, to silence a lot of people. Do you understand? No, it's not yet time. It's not yet time. There is time for everything. First, understand that. So if I was not a good trader, I would not have the confidence to create a channel, to even create a page or create a channel, say I'm dropping signal. I would not have that confidence. I would not. That confidence won't be there. Because first, my conscience will not allow me call trades. It will go like, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. I'll be so stupid to be calling wrong trades all the time. But if you scroll up my community, you will see many times, it's just these 2 weeks that the market has not been really fair. But other times, the market has been going well, we've been making profit. So if anyone that tells me post profit, post your profit, I want to see it, you're just wasting your time, because I didn't create my page for that. I create my page to teach discipline and psychology. Do you understand? So I'm not in a competition with anyone. Yes, Leonard, mark my word, a time is coming soon. If you start seeing me posting profits, my trades, my profit back to back, it is for a purpose. It's for a purpose. And it's going to be temporary. It's going to be temporary for a period of time, limited period of time. And the purpose is to shut a lot of people down, like to shut their mouths, shut down their noise. So I can't be making profit and be posting. Nah, I move with plan. I have my plans. Okay, I move with planning. And you see, let me shock you guys now. You see traders at any small thing, they will post profits. You see their page full of profit, profit, profit. Ask them, please. Don't they take loss? Most of them they take loss, but do they post it? They don't post it. Why are they always posting profits? To lure you, to take your money. Hardly would you see any one of them go live and be educating you guys the way I do. Hardly would you see any one of them even what they will do is pay for mentorship without going live once in a while to do analyze the market for you all to see. And then because you see money, you will want to give them your money for mentorship. And they will collect your money, they will not teach you nothing. And even if they do, it's surface. So if I'm coming on live every Sunday to review the market, and analyze the market and show you guys what I think, and then a lot of times it plays out the way I analyze it. And some persons are still like, okay, show us your history, shows your profit history. Are you serious? Okay. People have taken my signal and have passed their profit. Right? Some of them are in the comment section right now. They've taken my signal, and so I used to share signals with my friends, but anytime I do that, it doesn't go my way. So I stopped, and it works for me. When I keep it to myself, I love to help. That's the thing. There's some people that the moment they start posting their profit online, see, trading is spiritual. For those of you who are still here, good for you people. Trading is spiritual. The moment you start posting your profit, any profit you make, you post it online. Bet and see, you lose that account. You blow your account on the next trade. You lose your entire money on the next trade. Sometimes keep your profit to yourself. You don't need to post it to validate to anyone that you're a good trader. You know you're a good trader. Keep it to yourself. You're making profit. Keep it to yourself. Those people that are posting profit screenshots, a lot of times those accounts are demo. Secondly, they are taking other people's profit screenshots to post on their page just to lure you, to collect your money from you. It's only to lure. That's, if you look at it, majority of traders who post profit screenshots, many of them mentorship class every monthly. What again? It's just to collect money from you. So they are using the profit to entice you to follow them. Follow who can teach you the right knowledge, not the one that posts profit all the time, that they can't come out to do live session like this to analyze the market for you to see, or review the market for you to see, or even take trades live. I take trade live. The first live session we traded gold, we ended in profit. Market almost hit us out on SL. I told them keep holding till price hit us out on SL. Price got I think it was 1 or 2 pips close to SL. It retraced and we ended that day in profit. So for the past 2 weeks that we've not really been trading so well, it's because of the market. It's because of the war, the Trump speech and all of that. Do you understand? So if you see someone that can go live, educate you live, take trades with you live, follow that person better than the one that only posts profit screenshots. Than the one that posts only profit screenshots. So you see, the market can't be silent. They just brought the light. Market can be silenced if you silence everyone. So be your own boss. Someone says the market can be silenced if you silence everyone. You don't understand what I mean by silence a lot of people. Don't worry. You don't understand what I mean. Don't worry. Just don't worry. Leave it that way. That's coming from Titan. The attack Titan. Don't worry. It's not. I didn't mean it the way you are taking it right now. I didn't say I will silence everyone. I said I will silence a lot of people. And the people I will silence, they know themselves. They know themselves. So it's not a competition. Like I said, it's temporary. There are some people that you need to humble them. Do you get? So it's not... I don't need to explain further. I don't need to explain. Them, you must be so confident. If I was not confident, I won't be live trading. I won't be doing this. I won't be live right now to analyze the market. Exactly. That's coming from Dead Knight. Gold is high volatile. Need to lock in trade, mostly your emotions. If you can manage your emotions, you'll be able to trade. That's the point. Discipline is it. That's why I created my page. That's why I created my page. Give me a moment. I created the page strictly for discipline. That's why I created the page, strictly to teach discipline. How I was able to overcome discipline. How I was able to build my discipline in the market. So lately, I've not been making videos, right? I've not been posting consistently as I was, but I'm starting shortly. I'm starting shortly soon. Who is Mamba? Guys, listen, if you're a Forex trader, please, the first step to becoming consistently profitable is focusing on your lane. Yeah, there are some traders you can, just pick one or two traders you can learn from. Not the one that posts profit, screenshot profit all the time. They are doing it to lure you, to collect your money for VIP, mentorship, whatsoever. Course. Do you understand? Follow the one that goes live to analyze the market for you to see the call trade and it goes. Focus on your lane. Now, the reason why I say follow one or two is so that you can learn from them. Maybe they are more experienced than you. Because yes, you need a mentor. Even though you're not paying them to mentor you, at least they go live to drop educational videos. Watch what they are saying. Watch their videos. You have one or two. One of the things that slowed me down when I started trading was watching random videos on YouTube. I was watching random education, Forex educational videos on YouTube. It slowed me. I became confused. My brain wanted to knock. I had to narrow it down to one person. And the one person I narrowed it down to was my first mentorship. My first mentor. I don't want to call his name yet. It's not your time. Why don't you off the light? I've just turned off the light. I lose trade when I am sad in real life. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes I know when I'm going to lose a trade before I start that day. My emotions. If I'm having anxiety or I'm being confused of what the market is trying to do, I can't entirely tell what is going to happen. Is it going to buy or sell? I try to stay away. Because I notice that when I try to force it to trade, I lose. So know your emotions, study your emotions, understand your emotions. Trading is emotions. Trading is you versus you, not you versus that trader you're admiring. Not you versus that trader profit screenshot that he posted on their page. It is you versus you. Okay? It is you versus you. No. I didn't. I'm not losing control. I can't lose control. Nobody can make me lose control. Guys, we're not all gonna be traders. Some of y'all, please understand. That's correct. All these things I've just said, only few would understand. Only few would understand. So I think that's all the question. I'm not getting new questions. So I guess at this point, I'm going to... Posting is not that bad, depending on the reason. Yeah, posting your profit screenshot is not that bad. Like you said, depending on your reason. But there are some people, in fact, majority of traders, post it to validate themselves that they are good traders, number one. While some post to lure you. Most of those profit screenshots are not their own. It's not theirs. They took it from another trader's page. While those screenshots are demo. So until they can go live, analyze the market, educate or review the market, whatever, that's when you can confirm that, okay, this person is true. Otherwise, don't fall for a so-called trader that only posts profits all the time. Okay? That only posts profit all the time. Don't fall. Please don't fall. Because a lot of you, because of the profit you see, you want to DM them to buy their course because you want to be making money like them, not knowing that is them. They are too scared to even trade real account. While some of them is somebody else's profit screenshots. And again, like I said before, trading is spiritual. Back then, I noticed whenever I post my profit screenshot while the trade is still running, whenever I post it on my TikTok, on my page, just maybe not TikTok alone, just on my page, I usually lose coming days. The coming days I always lose. It's always a red day for me. But the moment I stopped, sometimes if you guys notice, if I'm posting, I don't post if I'm posting my profit rate, I just post the profit that was made. I don't post the balance, the account size. I don't post the account size. I just post the trades that are running in profit and then the overall total of the profits. I crop the account size out. Do you understand? This is my own observation. That was why I literally had to stop. I literally had to stop. Do you pay for TradingView for the chart without ads? Without ads? I don't get ads on my own TradingView. Sometimes I pay for the subscription, sometimes I don't. Do you understand? My VIP access is $99. Please, if you're writing me, write me on Instagram. If you can't write me on Instagram, please write me on TikTok. Ensure that the account you're seeing has 11K followers. Ensure that the account, my official account on TikTok and Instagram has 11K. So that's the official. Please don't fall for scam. Yeah, trade the chart, not your heart. I wanted to ask, so does Trump affect it? Yes, Trump is the president of the United States of America. The United States of America is a very strong country. It's a powerful country. Do you understand? The US dollar is a strong currency, even though it's not the highest currency. I think the highest currency is Kuwait, right? Seconded by GEP, pounds. Pounds is higher than dollars. But you now wonder, why does dollars have more value than all other currencies that have high exchange rates than it? So Trump is the president of a strong nation, a big nation. So his speech can affect the market because you are trading the US dollar against another pair. You're trading gold against US dollar. So Donald Trump's speech, the president of that country that owns that dollar, will affect the market, of course. Do you guys understand? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Oh, God. Guys, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, how about the Telegram channel? How do I join the VIP? The Telegram channel, please get the link on my bio. Okay? On my bio, the link is on my bio. Then the VIP, please write me. The VIP access is $99 for 1 month. For 3 months is $250. Lifetime is $500. Okay? Dollar is World Trade Reference. That's correct. Drop the link on the live description when I'm posting. Okay, I'll see to it. The Telegram channel, right? Okay, I'll see to it. I'll see to it next time. So, guys, the next time I'm going live is on Tuesday. I'm going live on Tuesday to trade gold with you guys. Live trading on Tuesday. Okay. Okay. So I think that's all. I'm new here. What is this all about? It's Forex trading. That's what it's all about. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. If you need to write me, please come to Instagram. Write me on Instagram. If you can't write me on Instagram, please write me on TikTok. Follow us on that page. It's 11K. Anything other than that is fake page. All right. And then on my Telegram, please, the only official Telegram, get the link on any of my pages. The link to my free Telegram is on this YouTube bio. Okay, it's on my bio on YouTube and my bio on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. It's the channel with the 1,480 something subscribers. Anything other than that is a fake account. Tuesday, an hour before the open of New York. I'm going live on Tuesday to trade gold live. An hour before the open of New York, or the hour New York opens. Either an hour if you're on my trading community, I'm gonna drop the link there. Alright, you're gonna be updated. If you're on my trading community, you're gonna be updated when I'm going live. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.